Hey everybody, look what I got in the mail. It's my collector's edition of Deus Ex Mankind Divided strategy guide. I'm not reviewing it, so this is not the one that we receive directly from the publisher. That's going to a different writer, but I had to have a copy of my own, so I went on ahead and bought it. And now that it's here, I'm going to open it and see what's inside. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous about this one because, well, it's not very thick. And all I can think of is the wonderful strategy guide that Future Press made for Deus Ex Human Revolution, because they had so many different strategies depending on how you were going to play. And I honestly don't think I could have gotten through the game without it, because I was still so nervous about doing anything stealth. And that was really the game and the guide that got me to stop fearing stealth and being seen and all that. So I have a lot of memories in my heart about that. So, but we'll see about this one, see what this has got. So let's go ahead and open it. So I'm looking at the back. This looks like this is where the e-guide code is. So I'm also curious what they have for the breach section, which is kind of the multiplayer. So that'll be a nice bookmark. Okay, so wow, we got some scuffs on the back. Alright, but anyway, the cover is very nice. I love the little gold there. The back is nice too. Got a little triangle theme going on. Alright, so we have a foreword, the very beginning, from the game director. And looks like we have, just a little bit of intro information, just to get you kind of acquainted with the game. A lot of pretty artwork, looks like, as well. Let's see, try to move so you guys can see this. First we got characters. I'm going to skip through that because that's spoiler territory. Staying in control, cute. That's the control section. Alright, oh, Xbox One controller, come on, man. You can tell what they used for this. I bought the game on PS4. Just weird because I played the first one on Xbox 360, but that just shows like how my tastes have changed through this generation. Because last generation I was totally Xbox 360. This one, it's been PS4. All right, let's get to the good stuff. What do we got? Controls. Here we go. Gameplay. Man, so I'm still in the beginning section. I know we've gotten to gameplay, so they really have a lot of information on how to play the game. There's various stealth mechanics. You can play with brute force, how to make money. It's kind of cool. Hacking tips. Now I've gotten to the weapons and consumables. All right, all the augmentations. Blah 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 blah. Okay, here we go. Into the breach. This is the separate section. So there we go. So there is a whole separate section for Into the Breach. Okay. So that's good to know. But, this really isn't usually why I look into unboxing the collector's edition, because it's like, why should I spend the extra money for the collector's edition? But right now I'm just kind of curious about what's in the strategy guide, which is okay. So, alright, let me get to some of the later missions. So the very beginning is going to be pretty simple to begin with. So let's see, do they have anything? Alright. So, what I'm looking for is if they have any extra content regarding, at least they got some decent maps. All the collectibles. Or not collectibles, but the stairs and some of the hacking points. Okay, good. This is what I wanted to know. So look, so we got a combat section, we have a stealth section. So we'll have to wait on Brad to see what Brad has to say about how that all goes. Okay, but so I'm also going to hope. Well, the one thing I did like about Future Press, hate to do this, but so they had the non-lethal, lethal stealth. Like I think they had like the completely stealth option where you would never be seen. They had the non-lethal which would just mean you wouldn't kill anybody, and they had the, you know, full-on combat. I kind of played as a little combination. Like, I would go as stealthy, but when I got seen, everybody died. So I would always do a combination, but the thing that's about Human Revolution was that the paths to do that were often very, very different. Like, you would, if you were going to do stealth, you would not go the same route as combat. So if you started that way and then you wanted to go stealth, it was very hard to get back to where you needed to be for stealth. So I'll be really curious to see if this does kind of the same way, although it's not really the strategy guide's fault as it is, you know, the book. Not the book, the game. But it also could be just the methods that the writer chose to do that. Okay, now I don't want to take too much time reading through this, but I do want to know if it has all the answers for the debates, for the verbal debates, because I really like talking my way out of stuff. So I'm really hoping, let's see, look at the boss fights. That's right, the boss fights you can't talk your way out of it, but you can sneak through it. So it does have a stealth option right here for getting through the bosses. Okay, well, I'll have to look through it another time to see if there's any of that. But looks like it's pretty good on the maps. All right, so, but this is the collector's edition, and there are 2 different editions. So why pick this one aside from the very, very nice art cover? Oh, well, here you go. Pretty little lithograph. Skin frame. I'm guessing that's it. I don't think there's an extra art section. Maybe there is. I could be totally wrong. I'm curious if this is totally different from the paperback when you look through this. Table of contents. So we got in this one, bios, behind the scenes, and concept art. I need to double check that and see if that's any different from the regular guide. Let's see, does this one list it? Let's see. No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. Actually, it is different. Thank you. Thank you, this. So this whole art section in the back, the concept art, talking to the developers, that's all, yeah, see, who's talking to the developers. This is all exclusive to the collector's edition. So that's kind of nice. Bios, behind the scenes, concept art. That's a nice bonus. And honestly, the collector's edition guide was not that much more expensive than the paperback, which is good because, you know, I can only agree when they're more than $20 than the paperback if there's a lot more physical stuff like an extra art book or soundtrack, things like that. Like, for example, the collector's edition Dragon Age Inquisition books, you know, they were very nice covers and they had these gorgeous leather bookmarks. That I totally understand why it was much more expensive. So with this, like, you got the really pretty lithograph, and you have all the extra behind the scenes stuff in the back, which for any Deus Ex fan, that'll be pretty cool. And I'm a big sucker for concept art. My big thing that I love in collector's editions is that they should have artwork in the back. And let's see, this one, yeah, this one definitely does that. And I like that. I like that a lot. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of art. And then here's some concept art. Obviously not going to show you all of it because otherwise why would you even get the guide? So, but this guide is officially out. You can get it, you can order it from Prima Game site, Amazon, you can go to Best Buy, pick it up, GameStop. All the major retailers will have it. The paperback guide is also available, and of course there is always the e-guide if you just rather have stuff electronically instead of taking up shelf space, which I'm actually having to look at getting new shelves eventually. But anyway, thanks again for staying tuned for more Deus Ex. I mean, this is like our Deus Ex week, but I can't wait to delve into this game, but it's going to have to wait like everything else in my life. It's a good thing I'm not reviewing it. So Brad, it's all on you. We're very excited to hear what you have to say. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Bye.